Hi everybody, Mature Simmer here. So welcome back to TJC Tours. We are on week 38 here, the Fall Classic at Dancing Rabbit is what it says on the website. It says Tahitian Rabbit here, so I don't know if they changed it once they uploaded it, but it's at Tahitian Escape. So we'll be playing there. That is a course I've played before at some point. I think it's one of the base ones in the game or something. I don't know. It's familiar though. So where we sit from last week, nothing's like official yet, but again, not likely to get a tour card. There's currently 600 and some players. I'm 500 and some in my standings, but again, they haven't gotten rid of all the people who didn't play 4 rounds or so forth, so it wouldn't surprise me if again we're down to maybe 400 people all told once we're done, but still not likely to make it given how far down I am. So again, as a reminder, we were 12 over for last event. Obviously we're going to continue to keep trying to get better, but as of this point we don't know what the cutoff for tour cards was, and I'm sure I'll mention it in one of the other rounds. I think I'm just going to play the first round today, and we'll see where things sit. And if I get all 4 rounds done before, so be it. But for now, just jumping in here to round 1. Alright, so course details. 4 tee boxes. Looks like fairways and greens are normal. Green speed, medium, fast at 8.4. Basically about 7,000 yards. Blue tees, first pins. We've got medium wind. Fairways and greens stay normal, but green speed goes up too fast here in this first round. Alright, so here we are. 6 yards, not really totally a crosswind, but we'll see how we go here. Par 5 to begin. 555 yards, but we are descending down. Oh my goodness. Super closed. At least not totally lost, but definitely not great. Probably going to go ahead and we'll just drive it that way. Oh my gosh. It's not. Is it going to bounce out? Oh, it is. Look at that. We got lucky, but we only got 162 yards. So I'm not sure that the 4-iron would have been any better. Lots of levels here. So we're down. We're going to gain about 7. We're going to lose maybe 4. So we're definitely going to do a choked approach here. Alright, not bad. Perfect. Kind of let it float so we can observe. I think... no, we got rejected off. I'm like, I think we're on the tier, but no, now I know we're not. So we're going to have a bit of an up here, which is not great. So let's see, we're over, but nope. Wow, okay. Please don't go off. Like that was a long way already. 15 yards. Come on, go in that hole. Alright, at least we got a par. So, decent start. Not great, but decent. Alright, we're going to get over there. A little bit of a push, so we're going to be over further than I would have liked. Might, oh no, I was going to say it might bounce on, but no, it did not. Ay. Alright. So just a little dribble with a chip. Don't want to go too crazy there because it's only 5 yards. And once again, sticking in with the par. So I do think there's some water in play. I mean, there's definitely some beaches in play as we go along. I know that. Ay, ay, ay. All right. First I was closed. Now I'm way open. Getting some lucky bounces. So that definitely helps. Let's see. We're backed up there, so I think this might be okay here. Alright, better. Not great, but better. Okay, that works. Let's see if we can get this to drop. It'd be very nice. Oh, very close to the edge there. Alright, so a birdie on the third hole. Alright, this is always a tricky hole if I remember. Golly, what is going on with my directionality here? It's pretty awful. Alright, I am worried. I think I just need to get out of here. Because I'm so close to the edge. I'm just worried. It's not going to do much, so we'll just get out, but that's not great with a par 4. Alright, a little bit better, but not, oh, wow. Okay, if it stops rolling, we'll be okay. Okay, not a simple gimme for sure. Come on. Oh, so close. So we could have saved the par, but it did not happen. So give the stroke back to even. I don't like playing that kind of golf. I'd love to be continuing to move forward. Alright, we're uphill. Okay, this should do that, what we need. Alright, better. Probably a little further left than I would like. It might work out. It might stay on the level we need. Okay. So, not guaranteed again. Oh, come on. How was that weak? You're kidding me. With the fast, I am surprised that did what it did. That should have been a birdie. Just being careful, but yeah, that was too careful. Alright, so we're a little bit better. Now, I don't understand how that plays out the way it did, but it was barely 4 degrees off, and it turned out kind of sloppy, but overall not bad. Alright, so we're gonna see, let's see if we choke. Got 93%, which is great, but ooh, yeah, off the green into the sand, which is not what we want. Alright, at the flag, that's good. Rolled out, but not where we needed. Now we have a slight move. Oof. Alright. So hanging on. Third of the way through the first round. We're still even. Alright, back on the par 5, but ooh, 6%. Otherwise, everything else was pretty good, but it'll work. It's a big enough fairway there. Alright, we're uphill. Ay, ay, ay. Goodness. Big push on the swing there. Let's see if we get lucky and come onto the green. I think we did. We did. What kind of rollout we got here? 32 feet. A little bit of downhill at one portion. So I don't want to go too fast. Come on. Come on. All right. An eagle. Yeah, I'm quite excited. This is me getting excited, so for those who might be new to the channel, you're not going to get any crazy screaming or anything in most cases, so it could happen. I'm not going to say it won't ever happen, but it's going to be pretty rare. None of that ridiculousness that comes with a lot of the other golfers, so sorry. It's just not what you're going to get. You're going to get, you know, professional golf to some degree. Other than I suck, but, you know, what I can do. Alright, we're in the right vicinity. No, we're not. Like, we're in the right vicinity, but not really. Alright, we did not make it up. We got hit right on the edge and basically rejected down. So now we're going to be trying to get close enough that we can tap it in for the par. Where is it? There we go. Oof. So close. So very close. Okay. At least we didn't give anything back in the next hole. That in and of itself is a bit of a victory. Alright, finishing up the front 9. I'm going to do 275. We should be okay here. I really don't... Oh my goodness. That was pretty bad. Alright, hopefully this will still clear. Alright, that's good. We got past the lip of the bunker. So that's a... Ay. I knew I was over, but I did not think that that would be what we'd be facing. Let's see. Oh my goodness, really? Well, this now will probably give me some stuff back. Pull it back a little bit more. Okay, not bad, but this is going for a bogey now. No! Really? We're going to give both of those strokes back. That is awful. Oh. So now we're just even again. So challenging, this PGA Tour 2K25. Okay. Yeah, it's very rare that I'm closed. I'm playing this entire thing closed. Usually I'm open. Alright, so we're downhill. I'm going to go over here and we'll let it go. Oh wait, I didn't. I wanted to do a choked approach. But yeah, we're still going to go over there. Alright, let's see what this turns into. Okay, not horrendous, but I knew if it landed on the green it would go a long way. Come on, stop. Just stop. Alright. Wow. I'm glad that was choked up. Because otherwise that could have been really bad. And we're down here, we're coming back, but we're not going to be back enough. But we'll be close, and tap it in for the birdie. Awesome. Alright, so we're fighting. We're fighting for, I don't know, legitimacy a little bit. Alright, better. I think we should be okay. It does get thin around there, so that was a good target to hit. We're going to choke this up. We're going to go over here. I like it, I like it. Might not be far enough. Ooh, too far. Interesting. Did I overswing? Did I miss it? All right. It's so hard. 6-7 yards is like the shortest I can get, so it's always difficult when you have that. But it rolls much less than the chip, and when I have a downhill right there, I just like my flops. I know there's some people that are critical of that, but it's my jam, man. Closed. I mean, that's the side I want to go to, but I'm going to be too far over. Darn it. So again, a par 3. We're going to back this off some. Maybe a bit more. I'm just not feeling it. Alright, but we're kind of close. We'll take that. I'm going to go up here a bit. Ah. Oh, I was kind of worried that it wasn't going to break, and I was right. So now we're back to even. I cannot keep myself under par no matter what I'm trying. I'm guessing this is the last par 5. Disappointing. Alright. We should be able to take this one cleanly. I don't quite know what the trajectory of that was. Oh, really? Oh, thank goodness. Alright. I'm like, it's going to end up in a bunker? But no, that did not. So that is good. Oof. Alright, with the wind, I think this will be, well, but I think we're uphill, so I'm going to go up some. Too far to the left. But we might, no, we did not bite. I'm like, we might stay on the green, but no. No such luck. Alright, so we want the full distance there. Man, I am struggling with the flops. Usually I'm a little bit more on target here. Come on. Oof. Alright, we are still maintaining par. I was really worried that I was going to go over par for the first time in this event. this event, this round, the whole thing. But that's probably the last par 5, because there were 3 up front pretty quickly. All right, 313 gets me to 143. We've got the wind going across a bit. Ay, ay, ay. I am struggling for things, I'll tell you that. All right. Let's see. Still off to the side. I'll get it one of these days. I know I will. All right. Oof. Again, I was worried that the edge was going to catch me, but it moved back a little bit, which is all I really needed, because I was really going for the edge of the cup, not any further. Okay. This is probably the hardest hole, because there's just a... Oh my god. Well, we ended up back in the fairway, but we got a long way here. Alright, wind in our face. I want to go way, way too far. Beautiful. Beautiful. I will take that one every day. Not nearly as far as I had hoped. I don't think, well, maybe the rollout will surprise me, but it's still probably over 10 feet away, and I think, again, there's a level change there, which means it's going to be unpleasant. It sure is. Wow. Oof. Get up there. Get up there. I was not online. It was okay. It would have just made it, but... I just need one birdie. Just let me finish under par. 1 under par. That's all I'm asking for. Alright, so we're going to go here and there. Alright, I suppose if I got to go in a direction, that's the direction to go. Again, it's only 4 degrees. It should not be that far off. That is nuts. God, I hate this hole for this. Alright, a big downhill, so I've got to go slow. Alright, I think it's alright. Should hopefully be parable. Thinking that's the last par 3, so at least everything else might give me a little bit of movement, but once again, we've only got 2 holes left here. Alright. So we're going to do a choked tee shot because we're getting a little bit of extra wind. It's perfect. Little light power, but we're in the right spot. Are we on the green? We are on the green. All right. So I just need to get close. Just need to get close. All right, so we've got, it's all uphill. Boy. Come on, come on. Thank you. I think that's an eagle. I think that's an eagle. It is. Alright, well, this is all mine to blow here. Alright, solid, 2 perfects. 315. An 8 iron. Is that what I'm seeing? Yeah, 8 iron. A little bit over. you're kidding me. Because, yeah, this is such a tiny green. Oh, my goodness. That was not a good bounce at all. That really went... All right, we're going to go with the regular flop here. All right, it's 8 feet up. So I'm going to go back a bit, but not much. We're in the vicinity. But yeah, this is such a tricky... Come on, darn it. Yeah, it's such a difficult putt. All right, but 1 under. So we did bogey, but because we had gotten a eagle and 2 eagles in there, so a decent round. So a good start. You know, again, it might not still be anywhere near enough, but progressions are kind of what I'm looking for at this point. All right, we're at tier 35. That should be something semi-major, right? And so now we have the Evo tools for... Oh, so we did get something for the long flop. I thought it was 55, but yeah, so the sweet spot transition will increase, so that will help with the long flop to make it easier. All right, so this may be the first under par round in 2K25 TGC that I've had. Or at least the first time I've been under for the event is probably more likely. I probably did have an under par round somewhere, but it was probably in a later round. So being under par at the end of a round during the event overall, I think that probably is most likely a first, since we've been here for the last, whatever it is, 14 weeks that we've been trying. We'll take it. You know, we'll build on it. I just need to get my swing path a little bit more honed in. It's usually not as far off as this was, so I'm sure I'll play some rounds tomorrow. We'll see how things go. Maybe I'll wait a little bit, because this is actually Saturday night. So this is the earliest we can play, because basically the day in TGC Tours starts at 6 p.m. So 6 p.m. Saturday is really Sunday already in the way it works. So even though it's June 22nd, I'm playing this on June 21st. But the way the game works, I knew at 6 p.m. because as it says up there, all events begin at midnight GMT. So it's just late enough that works. So figured, well, we'll get one in. We'll jump right in, because I think tomorrow, too, I need to run a Euro Truck Simulator run so that we get you stuff on the 23rd. So just wanted to at least have golf in the bag in case I get busy and don't have time to do as much as I think I might be able to. But with that, as always, if you've enjoyed this but haven't dropped a like or have not subscribed, please consider those things. They're incredibly important, and I am eternally grateful for folks that do join up here. And I will see you next time.